This is giving me like... It's giving me goosebumps. There he is. Wow, he looks a bit angry today. Mr. Tim Cook.
I love hearing his voice and his inspiring message. And it was only fitting
Me too.
that Steve should open his theater.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Oh, wait, that was the opening. I thought they were gonna, like, play a video. Maybe, I thought this was gonna be, like, planned from a while ago.
It is the honor of a lifetime to be the first to welcome you to the Steve Jobs Theater. Steve meant so much to me and so much to all of us.
It looks like a bit of a smaller theater.
There's not a day that goes by that we don't think about him. Memories have especially
Well, I don't know.
rushing back.
I'm basically trying to figure out how big that screen is behind him.
And this event. It's taken some time, but we can now reflect on him with joy instead of sadness. Steve's spirit and timeless philosophy on life will always be the DNA of Apple. His greatest gift, his greatest expression of his appreciation for humanity would not be a singular product, but rather it would be Apple itself. We dedicate this theater to Steve because we loved him and because he loved days like this, where he could share our latest new products and new ideas with the world. And we do so not only to pay tribute to Steve, but to inspire the next generation of creators and innovators.
I'm just gonna take a quick little... I need a Instagram story.
Was in his uncanny ability
Oh, wait, you can see my reflection.
everybody that he worked with. He thought deeply about our workplace and its surroundings, and he believed.
Can we get like a wide shot, please? I need a thing for my Instagram.
So over a decade ago,
No, I mean, I'm sorry if this is disrespectful to Steve.
a new campus for Apple.
I don't mean
Apple
to.
Park was to create an incredible workplace of the future, where engineers and designers could all be together, collaborating on the next generations of Apple product to change the world. Steve's vision and passion live on here at Apple Park and everywhere in Apple. Today and always, we honor him.
Nice.
Thank you. We're here today to talk about some incredible products.
Really?
But before we get to that, I'd like to take a moment to talk about what's happening in Florida and Texas,
Okay.
southeastern United States, and across the Caribbean.
Nice that they
Our hearts go out
talk about this.
to all of the people whose lives have been disrupted by Hurricanes Irma and Hurricane Harvey. You're in our thoughts. We send you our strength. You are in our prayers. Apple is working closely with
I'm
the
just
relief
looking on
and
Instagram and
recovery efforts through
iJustine is posting
Stand
from
Up,
here.
the American Red Cross, And in addition to Apple's direct contributions, we're making it really simple for the entire Apple community to donate via iTunes and the App Store.
Nice.
Hand-in-hand benefit for hurricane relief airs tonight on all of the major broadcast networks. And I encourage you to watch it. And however you choose to give, I hope that you open your heart to this important effort. Thank you.
Nice little opening about that.
Now, let me tell you a little bit about our new home. We'll start moving in Apple Park later this year.
Yeah.
But of course, such a large move is
I
really
predicted
more
they
of a
would
process.
spend some time talking about this.
And the first big step is the opening today of the Steve Jobs Theater. It's the most state-of-the-art, purpose-built theater ever, built for events just like this one. Apple Park has been built to reflect Apple's values for both technology and the environment. It connects extraordinarily advanced buildings with a rolling parkland to form an open and inspiring environment for our teams to create and collaborate. The park itself was converted from a sea of asphalt into a 175-acre green space with over 9,000 trees.
9,000 trees.
Apple Park is designed to be seamless with nature. It's open, transparent. It brings the outside in and connects everyone to the beautiful California landscape. It's powered by 100% renewable energy.
100% renewable. No,
Thank you.
that's actually really impressive.
And in fact,
Good for them.
we have one of the world's largest on-site solar installations right here. And just like everything we make, Apple Park has been designed with extraordinary attention to detail, incredible precision, and really beautiful materials. We've got a great visitor center, which will be open later this year, where we will welcome everyone.
Really?
And inside the visitor center, you'll find an incredible augmented reality experience.
I wonder how long that's gonna be like. That's how long it's gonna be like super crowded for.
And its innovations.
Right, I need
You'll
to
also find a
crank up my own
fantastic
volume.
new Apple retail store. As you know, Apple retail has always been about more than selling.
Has it
About
though?
learning, inspiring, and connecting with people.
Has it really though?
Now, our stores are also the best place to go discover, explore, and experience our new products. So before we get to some incredible products, we'd like to give you an update on retail. And to do that,
Okay.
I'd like to invite Angela up. Angela?
So what's gonna happen here? How are they gonna? Is it just gonna be a bunch of statistics, or are they doing? Do they have some kind of a game plan here?
It's great to be here. And I love the fact that the same team that designs Apple Park also designs our largest retail stores around the world. It's funny, because we actually don't call them stores anymore. We call them town squares, because they're gathering places for 500 million people who visit us every year. Places where everyone's welcome. And where
Is that
all
like
of
a?
Apple
Is that a
comes
trench? It's
together.
like a trench coat. It looks like almost.
But what really brings it all to life, as Tim said, are our incredible teams. We've always said that our people are our soul. And they're Apple's greatest differentiator because they bring personal connection to communities all over the world. They humanize technology. But along with our amazing teams, our commitment to design also sets us apart. To make things simple, beautiful. And that's why we think of Apple Retail as Apple's largest products. And like all of our products, we've designed new features to take the customer experience even further.
Oh, okay.
In our largest cities where we can, we create a plaza, a space open to everyone. Come in and relax, meet up with friends.
Anytime I
Listen to
hear
a local
something
artist
along
or
the lines
reviews.
of like in our largest
Inside, we've
in our
designed a
largest
forum,
cities, then
a place for
it's just
customers to
like
come and create,
it's not me.
collaborate, or just connect again with one another.
It has nothing. It does not pertain
For
to
local
me.
entrepreneurs and app developers, we have a quieter space in the larger stores called a
Check
boardroom,
microphone check. This is
where
what it
they can
sounds
learn
like.
more from our teams,
I need to check
or
my
again,
microphone
share
levels.
with each other. And the Genius Grove, a redesigned, more relaxed service experience now in the heart of our largest stores. And lastly, the
Cervix.
avenues. Kind of like shop windows around a town square. They're carefully curated, and they change seasonally to always feature our newest products and services.
Nice. I actually like
And
that.
this summer,
I actually like that
to
idea.
turn on these new features, we've launched Today at Apple.
Today at
Our
Apple.
in-store experience designed to inspire customers to go even further with their passions. We started with things that are core to Apple's DNA, things people most use their devices for.
What if they
and
accidentally?
trust us to teach
Oh wait,
them.
sorry, it's
Like
too loud.
photography,
What if they accidentally put
music,
like a picture of the new
gaming, and
iPhone
app
on there?
development. We've created new programs like Photo Walks, where customers can perfect their photography skills with features like portrait mode and memories. And we do all
gotta
of
turn
this
on a light.
in a really fun social way by taking them out to the neighborhood to explore with each other. Or Swift Playgrounds, where the next generation app developers can begin to learn the basics of coding.
Is that too bright? I think it
One
looks
of my
okay.
personal favorites, Teachers Tuesdays, where our teams help local educators stay updated on the newest technologies and apps. In some of our larger stores, sessions are led by local artists, like this music lab called The Art of Beat Making with RZA and the Rolly team in Brooklyn.
What's a RZA?
These sessions in all stores are led by our creative team and a new position we call a creative pro. So the creative pro is now to liberal arts as the genius has always been to technology. And I would love to show a quick video to show you how Today at Apple is coming to life.
Okay.
Welcome to Today at Apple.
Whoa,
Today at Apple,
that's really loud.
we're learning about coding.
Today at Apple, we're going to be talking with the very
I don't know if it's loud on stream.
Today at Apple, we're learning about photography.
You have tons of good ideas in your head, so it's like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna explore that some more.
I look at those screens. I like really big screens. Like, oh, blah blah blah. Sorry, I basically have to turn off anytime there's copyrighted music. Okay, here we go.
We've just started. We've just started.
I want to go back and see if you can see like iJustine in the crowd, or I think even Soldier Knows Best is there.
Retail is playing in their community. So what's next?
What's next?
Well, we're going to continue.
Well,
to
we're
open
gonna continue to
Apple
open
Town Squares in
Apple-
the top
okay.
cities around the world. We're going to invest in online, and we're also going to continue to reinvest in our 400 classic locations, including Apple Fifth Avenue in New York City, where we're opening up the plaza to allow natural sunlight to come in into a greatly expanded space below. And you can see the glass cube will return when reopened late next year.
Okay. I've always wondered what those glass cube stores are like. Like, especially, I wonder what happens if it's like it looks like a
We're
crappy
turning a
day outside.
five-story
Like,
atrium into our largest forum. Early next year, we're transforming.
I imagine that must be like really depressing. Just, you know, it's a glass cube, so like if it's like crappy weather outside, you still have to deal with the crappy weather.
And we've recently announced an ambitious project to restore Carnegie Library in the heart of our nation's capital. We can't think of a better place for Today at Apple programs than a building originally created for the city to access knowledge and unlock their potential.
Cool.
And I'm thrilled to personally announce the opening of our newest flagship store in the heart of the Midwest, Apple Michigan Avenue in Chicago on October 20th.
I don't know. I think it's interesting that they're spending this much time on this stuff
Our team has designed a
because they have
spectacular
2 hours
facility
here.
that seamlessly
Well,
connects
I
the
mean, we
plaza
can only
to
sort
the
of
promenade as a part of the city's
the
plan to transform
the event that
Chicago
they have
Riverfront.
listed on like their
So that's a
on the
big
website.
highlight. Just a couple of things
When
we've been
you add it
working
to
on.
the calendar,
And as
it
Tim said,
makes a 2-hour
Apple's
block.
retail purpose has always been to enrich
So
lives. So a huge
it seems
thank
like
you
this
to the
event is going to be 2
65,000
hours,
retail employees around the
and
world
usually that's how
passion,
long their
energy,
events go anyways,
commitment,
about 2
and
hours.
serving
So
all of us every day and ensuring
I
all
wonder
of our
what they're going to be able to
together.
fit in these next
Brilliant.
2 hours.
Thank you. Thanks, Angela. I am really excited. I'm really excited about all the incredible things going on in retail. But I am especially proud
Especially.
of our unbelievable retail team. It's the best place to go experience our new products. And so let's get going on telling you about what we're going to
Here we go.
launch today, beginning with
Apple Watch. LTE Apple Watch, I bet. Here we go.
Apple Watch was designed to help people stay active, motivated, and connected so that they could live a better day. And I'm happy to tell you
Apple Watch 3.
more people are doing that
Here we go.
than ever before. Since the launch of the Series 2, the Apple Watch has experienced...
I'm still using my like first gen Apple Watch, and I think it still works fine.
Apple Watch grew over 50% compared to the previous year. This is incredible.
I wonder if they're gonna do like a non-LTE option.
Last year, we told
I don't mind
you
my
that
Apple
the
Watch not
Apple
having
Watch had
LTE,
already become the
to be honest.
#2 watch in the world. Today, I'm thrilled to tell you the Apple Watch is now the #1 watch in the world.
Good for them. Where's iJustine?
But,
I wonder.
but what's most rewarding to us is how much our users love it. We have an industry-leading customer satisfaction rate of 97%. This is blow away.
This is blowaway. Good for them.
People write to us all the time and tell us how the Apple Watch is helping them lead a healthier life. These stories are unbelievable, and we prepared a video.
I wonder how do you
can
write to
hear
Apple?
directly from them what they're telling us. I'd love to play it for you.
Maybe once. I want to try that at least once in my life. Write to Apple. Where do they send it to?
Querida Apple.
Привет, Apple.
Hello, Apple.
Dear Tim,
Dear Tim.
尊敬的 Apple 公司。
Dear Apple.
Hello, Mr. Cook.
Hello, Mr. Cook.
Вам пишет киборг из России.
I know you may never read this, but I just wanted to put it out there. I live in Massachusetts.
I live in Massachusetts.
Small town Mississippi.
I'm a
That
three-time
Shaq?
Olympian.
It was filmed by Ladino.
我是一个盲人跑者。
I'm the father of a 9-year-old.
I am a 99-year-old world traveler.
Every day for the last 2.5 years, I have worn this tiny computer on my wrist.
This is the first time
Oh, are these the people who
I was a scrawny,
wrote these
sporty
letters?
kid who never really liked being active.
I was coming back from a knee surgery.
While I was never fat, I was the proud owner of a dad bod.
I fell into a deep depression and weighed 250
Ah.
pounds.
I'm sorry.
Я стремлюсь закрыть какой-то активность.
I'm not.
At 5 a.m.
If it's 5
I'm sorry
minutes
if that
into the
was,
night, I'll do push-ups in my bedroom. I'll take the dog out for a really quick walk around the block.
I walk around the house and my family thinks I'm a little crazy.
I dutifully oblige when the Apple Watch reminds me to stand up every hour.
С Apple Watch я становлюсь лучше
Apple Watch.
версией
I'm
себя.
becoming a better version of myself.
I ran my first Spartan race in December and ran a full marathon in February. Agora eu consigo checar em
I can now check how my
como
body
eu faço
is responding to rehearsals.
至今 Apple Watch 在我跑
Apple Watch has been a lot of
很多的
help
帮助
supporting my
支持
blind
Dear
running.
Mr. Cook, our daughter was recently diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
My car rolled over 3 times, and my phone landed far out of my reach. Once I collected my thoughts, I remembered my Apple Watch had the SOS feature.
After being rushed
Nice.
to the emergency room, I was diagnosed with a condition that was causing my liver, kidneys, and heart to start shutting down.
To be honest, I'm always kind of worried about the SOS option on the Apple Watch just because I'm worried like one day I might accidentally end up using it,
Hung there,
like not
and my
meaning
car
to.
talking to to a dispatcher until help arrived.
Had I not been wearing my Apple Watch, I never would have sought medical attention, which in turn saved my life. Sincerely, Paul.
Thank you so much for creating something
Also,
that does
yeah,
not make
these
me
are all the
feel
people who
old.
wrote those letters, I guess.
Avi, sincerely, Stuart. 祝回华，敬上。
All the best, Kara.
Sincerely,
Jill.
Casey.
С благодарностью.
Chase.
Muito obrigado, Giovanni.
Apple Watch. It's Steve. Steve Wozniak, right?
Those stories are so moving, and there's really no words to describe what it feels like to receive these notes. I'd like to thank everybody in the video for sharing their personal experience with all of us. Now, we have some great news about the future of Apple Watch.
Here we go.
And to share it with you, I'd like to invite Jeff up.
Jeff. Which one is Jeff? Oh, that guy is Jeff.
thanks, Tim.
Nowadays, I always get all the Apple guys mixed up, except for the classics. I only know the classic Apple people.
It's really inspiring to us that so many people are getting healthier with Apple Watch. And with watchOS 4, they're going to be able to do even more. We're adding smart activity.
Oh, so this is watchOS 4.
More people close more rings more often. A completely redesigned workout app with high-intensity interval training. New features for swimmers like auto sets and gym kit. An industry first. It's really simple. You just tap your watch on a machine, get going, and all your metrics are in sync. One of the things that enables these fitness features is the Apple Heart Rate.
Yeah, so I mean, one of the things that I've been saying is that, like, I don't think with watchOS, I don't think they need to sort of change anything drastically anymore. Like, I think they have like a pretty like concrete watchOS here. Like at this point, I think watchOS from here on out should pretty much just be like, you know, better performance and whatnot. Like, I don't think they need to do anything drastic because they've pretty much done. There's not much you can do with, you know, a watch operating system.
Which tells you how quickly your heart rate drops after workout. A lower resting heart rate and a quicker recovery rate can be signs of improved fitness. And now you can keep a better picture of your heart rate. You'll have a better picture throughout the day. The second thing we're doing is inspired by many of the letters we receive from customers who notice an unusually high heart rate when they wouldn't expect one. So Apple Watch has been helpful for them, but we realize most people won't notice. So we're adding a feature. And now Apple Watch
will notify you
when it detects an elevated heart
Interesting.
rate and you don't appear to be active.
That's interesting.
And the third thing we're doing is focused on heart rhythm. A regular heart rhythm has a familiar pattern, but when your heart beats irregularly, it's called an arrhythmia. It doesn't mean it's beating too fast or too slow. It just means it's beating out of its normal rhythm. And that can cause problems. The most common form of serious arrhythmia is
Wait, have they already talked about this before? Because
tens of millions of people
I don't know.
And is a leading cause of stroke. But the challenge is many people with AFib don't feel
I mean, based on all the rumors here, you know, they have a lot to talk about.
For a couple of years, and we think Apple Watch can help. In our initial studies, Apple Watch has been effective at surfacing irregular rhythm.
I'm gonna turn on the air real quick.
So we're expanding that work, and today we're announcing the Apple Heart Study. It will use data from Apple Watch, and it will analyze arrhythmias, including AFib, and notify users. This study is being conducted in partnership with Stanford Medicine, and we're working closely with the FDA, and they've been great to work with. So later this year, the first phase of the Apple Heart Study will be available in the US on the App Store. Those are the updates focused on fitness and health, and they join the other great features of watchOS 4. We have a completely redesigned music experience, an intelligent Siri face,
and
fun new characters from Toy Story.
I think
and
in
more.
future WatchOSs they should just
So
pretty
that's
much be.
WatchOS 4.
Oh,
It will be
September
available
19th.
to all Apple Watch customers on
What day is
September
that?
19th.
That's in a week. I'm gonna update my Apple Watch.
And now I'd like to introduce
New hardware.
the next generation of Apple Watch.
Here we go. Hold up, I gotta wipe my computer screen. Computer is all dusty. Oh, so are they showing off LTE here? Oh, the leaks, though. Series 3. The leaks.
Introducing Apple Watch Series 3, and it has cellular built in.
Cellular built in. There it is.
Now you have the freedom to go anywhere with just your Apple Watch. This has been our vision from the very beginning, and we believe built-in cellular makes Series 3 the ultimate expression of Apple Watch. Now you can go for a run with just
I don't know
your
what I
watch,
think about that like
and still
red
be connected.
circle in the
You can
crown
leave your
though.
phone when you go to the beach, or just run a quick errand. And it's really nice to know you can be reached if needed while staying in the moment. You can receive an important call with just your watch, and the number is the same number as your iPhone. You don't have to manage a separate number.
Yeah, so
The apps
number is
rely
the same
on
as your
messages
iPhone.
just work, and Siri's at your beck and call anytime, anywhere. You can use maps and get directions.
Yeah, so I wonder if there's going to be
Or
like a
automatically switches on
non-cellular
your watch
option.
away from your phone. And third-party apps like WeChat work over cellular as well. And coming next month, cellular is going to change the way we listen to music. Because with Apple Watch Series 3
Coming next month.
and Apple Music, you can stream 40 million songs on your wrist.
That's crazy.
You'll have access to all your favorite music.
I mentioned
You can
this in a
listen to
previous
Beach
live
One
stream, but
Live
like,
or any Apple radio music station. You can even
I wonder
ask
if there's going to be a
Siri
day
find you
when,
the perfect
you know,
track.
your phone is going
Now,
to be
the best device
like a
for staying
smartwatch.
for staying active has all the music you need to stay motivated. To enable these features on Apple Watch, we have packed Series 3 with the most advanced technologies ever in a watch. Inside is a new dual-core processor delivering up to 70% more
Dual-core
performance.
processor.
It's really, really fast. Siri is quicker than ever.
Yeah, I don't know what I
and
think about
thanks
that
to the
red
new
circle in the
processor,
crown.
For the first time on Apple Watch, Siri can talk.
It's 64 degrees right now in South Lake Tahoe.
It's really convenient to not have to look at the screen when you ask it a question. For Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity, we developed a custom wireless chip we call W2. There's nothing
W2.
else like it. It delivers up to 85% faster Wi-Fi while being 50%
85%.
more power efficient for both Bluetooth
Oh, yeah, so does
and
this connect to Wi-Fi?
And we've added a barometric altimeter. So now you get flights of stairs climbed and elevation gains after a workout. We're also releasing an app for developers that's going to be great for skiing and snowboarding apps. Of course, got a snowboarder out there. Of course, the biggest challenge of all was adding cellular. You see, our little watch is already packed, and you have to add antennas, radios, power amplifiers, a SIM card. And if you don't do it right, it gets so big it looks like a house arrest bracelet, and you're not going to want to wear it. So our engineers have been hard at work, and they've come up with some really creative solutions.
So the
For
red circle is
example,
going to be the antenna.
rather than add an antenna The display itself is the multi-frequency antenna for both LTE and UMTS.
Okay.
And of course you have to have a SIM card, but even a nano SIM would be way too big. So instead, we integrated an electronic SIM, and it's a fraction of the size.
Electronic SIM.
So here's where we ended up.
How does that work?
All these new features. Faster dual-core processor,
It's
W2,
thinner.
altimeter, all the stuff you've got to put in for cellular. The case for Series 3
is thinner.
Is the same size as
same
Series
size.
2.
Okay, fair enough. I guess we can't really imagine it getting. We can't have it getting any more thinner.
The difference is,
which is fair
back crystal
enough.
A mere 0.25 millimeters. That's as thin as 2 sheets of paper. It's really magical to make a standalone call on a device this small. And I'd like to do that for you right now.
So all right, my question here is if we're gonna have.
I'm gonna switch watches so you
if we're gonna have
can,
like.
see what's going on.
You know, an issue that we had with the iPhone 4. If you guys remember the iPhone 4 antenna gate, basically if you held the iPhone 4 in a certain way, since the antenna wraps around the phone,
who's a colleague on the watch team.
Your cellular network would drop bars. So I wonder if that's if we might end up, like maybe if you cover up the watch with your hand or something, is the cellular gonna go down?
Hi, Deidre. Hey, I'm
We'll
calling
see.
you from the new Steve Jobs Theater. How are you doing?
I'm a little sad to be missing the keynote, but I'm working very hard out here.
Oh, yeah, sure you are. Why don't we pull in some video and show everybody where you are?
This has been a very tough assignment, but you know me. I'm a team player.
Yeah, that's you, Deidre. Give. Well, it looks beautiful out there.
It is amazing, but I'm just trying not to fall off this board in front of a million people.
Well, so far so good, Deidre. Hey, I should probably cut it off before something goes awry, but be safe out there, and thanks for doing this.
My pleasure. I may stay here a few more days.
Yeah, okay. That sounds great, Deidre.
So how long was she like waiting there to get that call, I wonder? Well, for all we know, that could have just been pre-recorded.
I'm going to go rogue for a minute. You guys get it, but sometimes people take technology for granted. And just for perspective, I'm mic'd, and in fact, I'm actually double mic'd in just the right location so you can hear me. Deidre's out in the middle of a windy lake, and the only microphone on Deidre is the little tiny one on the Apple Watch. It's a foot or two away from her mouth. She's paddling, and the signal's being sent over cellular coming in, and that's just darn close to magic. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? So I wonder, is the Apple Watch Series 3 faster than the Series 2, that means?
Series 3 comes in a wide variety of cases and bands. We have a beautiful new gold aluminum finish along with
I want to see what the
silver
red
and
looks
space
like on the
gray.
black.
We're excited to introduce a new band we call the Sport Loop. It's designed for an active lifestyle, and it's light,
Sport Loop.
stretchy, and breathable. For Apple Watch Nike Plus, we have exclusive new colors, and they're releasing a new version of their Nike Plus Run Club app with great new features like in-run audio coaching. And we have some wonderful colors across all of our bands that you just have to see in person. We have a great partnership with Hermes.
Yeah, I don't know what I think about that red.
This year with some new watch face styles, some beautiful new bands like the one on the left that's inspired by the classic Hermes driving glove. And last year we introduced a white ceramic watch. This year we're adding
yeah, the red on
a
that
ceramic
white
watch
is
in a gorgeous gray finish.
at least the red on the black doesn't look too bad. But the red on the white looks like really just I don't know.
All of these watches were built with a great deal of care as well as concern for the environment, and they're free of these harmful materials.
Good for them.
So that's Apple Watch Series 3, cellular, GPS, swim-proof, 70% faster dual-core processor, barometric altimeter, all the features of watchOS 4, and it still has all-day battery life up to 18 hours across a mix of LTE, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so how is that going to affect battery, I wonder?
Series
LTE.
3. There's one with cellular at $399
Okay.
and a version without cellular
Without
that has all
cellular.
the other great features at just $329. And we're going to keep Series 1 in the line at a new starting price of
What's it going to be?
$249.
Oh, $250.
Series 3 cellular will be
I think right now you can
available
get a
in
Series 1 for like
countries with
$270,
these
I think.
14 carriers at launch.
So they dropped it
And
$20.
6 more coming later in the year. And we've worked with each of these carriers, and they're each have a special introductory offer for Series 3, so it's going to be great. And we are offering the Series 3 without cellular in these 26 countries at launch. Orders will begin September 15th, and
That's Friday.
availability will be
22nd.
September 22nd. That's the update
Apple
on
Watch.
Apple Watch, and now back to Tim.
Back to Tim.
Apple Watch. Apple Watch is the ultimate device for healthy life, and the Series 3 takes that to a whole new level. Now, Jeff showed you some very cool things you can do with the cellular function in the Series 3. And one of those is to stream 40 million songs right on your wrist.
Are they going to talk
We
about
made a great ad
Apple
showing
Music?
just that. I'd love to play it.
Okay. I'm still not really... Oh, there's probably going to be copyrighted music here. Alright. Turning off the music. Here, I'll play... Well, wait, no. You can't hear it. I mean, you're not missing much. It'll just be me breathing into the microphone for a bit. Here on. So anyway, I mean, back to the antenna thing. Like, so the iPhone 4 had what people called antenna gate, just because the antenna, you know, the antenna wrapped around the iPhone 4. So if you gripped the iPhone 4 a certain way, your cellular would cut out. So, you know, since they're integrating the antenna into the front of the watch, I wonder if like there's gonna be that sort of issue again.
I'd like to turn your attention to Apple TV.
Apple TV. 4K Apple TV, I guess.
The way we experience television, simplifying the way that we discover and enjoy movies, TV shows, sports, news, games, apps, and so much more. In fact, we've just been awarded our second Emmy for Apple TV.
How do you get an Emmy for... Yeah, wait, what?
This Emmy was in recognition for how Siri makes it so easy to search, discover, and interact with your TV content. We're really proud.
My nose has just been acting up real bad for the past couple of days.
Now, throughout the history of TV, there's been a few key inflection points that have changed the way we experience television. It, of course, all began with black and white, and it was first transformed with the introduction of color. It took a huge step forward with the advent of HD. Each stage
Oh yeah, so they're getting to 4K now?
a more true-to-life experience, a more immersive experience. Now, we're at the next major
Yeah,
inflection
4K.
point.
It looks like...
One that has the most stunning visuals ever.
Wait, I'm gonna move
that
my
are
microphone.
Ideal for the large TV screens that are coming into our living rooms. This will bring
There we
cinematic
go.
quality to virtually everything that you watch.
Yeah, 4K, I'm guessing.
That's why I am so excited to introduce Apple TV 4K.
Apple TV 4K. Is that what it's gonna be called? And I wonder if they're gonna change the form factor at all.
Two key technologies that are driving this next evolution of the TV experience. And to tell you all about them, I'd like to invite Eddie to the stage. Eddie?
Eddie. Wow.
Thank you, Tim.
I feel like it's been a while since we've seen him.
Apple TV 4K is incredible. And
I feel like it's been a while since we've seen him talk in a event.
First is 4K. Let me show you. This is an image in 4K. It's got incredible detail. That's possible because 4K has 4 times the number of pixels as HD. But resolution isn't everything. There's an even bigger advancement that's more important, and it's called high dynamic range.
All right.
HDR. While 4K is about the number of pixels, HDR is about better pixels. Let me show you.
Better
Here's
pixels.
That same 4K image, and here it is in HDR. Look at the color, the details. Apple TV can do this because it supports the industry standard HDR10 as well as Dolby.
I never understood HDR just because, I mean, I look at these two pictures and it just looks like the right one has more saturation applied to it. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong or something.
Dolby 4K HDR cinema projector in the theater. So let's dim the lights and let me show you the new Apple TV.
Well, is there going to be something copyrighted here?
Now we remastered
our
screensavers.
It's
our
fine.
customers love these to take full advantage of 4K HDR. Here we are in Dubai, and even at night you can see incredible details in the buildings and the cars on the road. Now here's a city shot that really shows off the crispness and sharpness that's possible in the new Apple TV.
I mean, I still feel like, you know, we still haven't really like fully sort of incorporated 1080p. I can't imagine going up again to 4K.
Let's take a look at a 4K HDR clip. This is from the new Spider-Man movie coming to iTunes later this month.
Oh wait, this is gonna be copyrighted. Here, let me. I don't want to have a movie playing on my freaking stream. I don't know when it's done, though. We'll just look at this apart. Well, here, we'll look at my desktop. Anyway, so, I mean, yeah, so basically what I was going off on before, like, I still feel like we haven't really fully converted to 1080p, you know, like, I honestly think it's still too soon to try to be delving into 4K already. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
The new Apple TV 4K. Now, at the heart of the Apple TV, we've got the powerful A10X Fusion chip. This is
my computer can't even handle editing 1080p video. That's why I make all my videos in 720p.
CPU performance is more than twice as fast as the current Apple TV, and graphics are more than 4 times faster. And of course, it runs the latest version of tvOS, the best operating system for the living room. Now, to experience 4K with HDR, you also need great content. And we've been working with the large Hollywood studios to bring all of their 4K and HDR movie titles to iTunes. So now you'll have the biggest releases in the best picture quality, all on iTunes, all available for the same price as HD.
Okay.
And
that's nice, I guess.
If you bought one of those movies in HD from iTunes, we're going to automatically upgrade them to 4K HDR at no additional charge.
So here's a question. Can you buy 4K content on, you know, something like a Retina iMac?
To Apple TV, and later this year, Amazon Prime Video with all of their 4K HDR titles and originals as well. Now, last year, we introduced the Apple TV app. an easy way to watch your favorite movies and TV shows in a single place. It's been available in the US, and today I'm happy to announce that we're bringing it to 7 additional countries: Canada and Australia later this month, and the rest by the end of the year. Now,
I honestly didn't even I didn't realize what he was talking about.
Know and love, and that's why we're adding all of these local services to Apple TV. Now, later this year, Apple TV will do even more because we're bringing live sports, so you'll never miss a game. If you're a huge sports fan like I am, you're really going to love this feature. If your favorite team is playing on ESPN, it'll automatically appear right first in the Up Next list. You'll even get notifications when a game's about to start or if there's a close game so you can start watching instantly. And if you scroll up, you'll see even more games. And in addition, we're bringing live news to the TV app.
Live
now,
news.
Let's take a look at those games. As you can see, we show you the score and the time remaining to help you decide which game to watch. And if you're one of these people that doesn't like to know the score, you can turn the feature off.
Good.
Now, we also have a dedicated sports tab.
No spoilers.
Where you can see every live and upcoming game. And as the seasons change, so will the sports tab, always showing what's best for you. As sports in the TV app is a real game changer for sports fans. And of course, the new TV app is available on your iPhone and iPad as well. Now, if you own an iPad or iPhone, there's no better choice than Apple TV. You can now share your photos on the big screen, including live photo effects, 4K video memories. You can play from the over 40 million songs in Apple Music, including the music that your friends are listening to. And because Apple TV is always home, you get anywhere, anytime access to all of your HomeKit accessories. And of course, you got access to choose from the thousands of games and apps on the App Store. And with the A10X Fusion chip, there's so much more that Apple TV can do. And to see what's possible, we'd love to show you a new game from that game company. They're known for making artistic and critically acclaimed games. As a matter of fact, their first game, called Flower, was chosen as the first video game ever to be in the permanent collection.
I don't have much to say here, and if it seems like I'm not too interested in the Apple TV, it's honestly because I kind of am not.
Thanks, Eddie. At that game company, we treat games as an art form. Today, many of us play games alone, but we believe games is a medium that can bring people together. And that's exactly what we are going to do with our new game, Sky. Together with me is my colleague, Mike. And Mike, why don't we take off?
So how long has it been?
Sky is a romantic,
it's almost been an hour,
adventure
and they still haven't showed anything iPhone yet.
To explore the wonders of a mysterious world.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
The game is designed to be adaptable to the most casual players. The control is simple and intuitive. Everything can be done with one finger on the Siri remote.
I don't know.
Oh, hey, that's Mike's friend Jeff, and he's asking us.
I can't imagine like playing with that remote as a controller.
Compassion and generosity are key to.
Hold up, I need to like clean my nose up.
Your character. So by lighting all the candles, Jeff and Mike was able to summon the spirit, and he's about to teach Mike the knowledge of how to summon a magical creature. In Sky, we really take advantage of the powerful new hardware. With Metal 2 and Apple TV's A10X Fusion chip, we are able to run the game smoothly even with these detailed clouds, intelligent creatures, and up to 8 players from anywhere around the world.
Sorry, I need to just like clean up my nose here. My nose has just been like, you know, broken.
Everything, so we're gonna skip forward to the dark temple ahead. Light and dark are important themes of the game. In Sky, you play as the children of light. And your goal is to bring that light to where it is needed the most. With the light, Mike was able to free all the butterflies. And
It's like the
together
hardest
they
thing
became
here is just that like
part of the adventure.
we all went into this knowing what was gonna happen. So it's like now we're just like
You can expect to be immersed
I don't know.
in an ever-expanding world.
I mean that's pretty much what I get
Join
for,
hands
you know,
with your loved ones.
looking at the
Play
leaks
Sky
and all the rumors and
exclusively
whatnot.
On Apple TV, iPad, and iPhone this winter. Thank you.
I mean, it looks like a pretty game.
Thanks, Geneva. We can't wait for you to get your hands on Sky. We're so excited about the new Apple TV 4K. It's got powerful hardware that delivers stunning 4K HDR video, live sports along with live news,
Tired.
TV shows, and movies, all in the TV app, and the perfect big screen companion for your iPhone or iPad. The new Apple TV 4K starts at $179. It joins the existing one. You can order it starting on September 15th, and it ships just a week later. That is the new Apple TV.
So it seems like they're shipping a lot of things on September 22nd. So far we got Watch, we got Apple TV, and if they take the traditional route with the iPhone on September 22nd.
Apple TV 4K.
That's a lot of new things coming out at once.
Next up,
iPhone. Sorry, I'm clapping really loudly. Here we go. This is what we came for.
I believe that technology infused with humanity could improve people's lives and change the world. No other device in our lifetimes have had the impact
Here we go.
on the world that the iPhone has. Nothing
This is what we came for.
has become so essential or put so much power into so many people's hands than iPhone. It's truly amazing how much iPhone impacts the world each and every day. Our intention with iPhone has always been to create something so powerful, so immersive, and so magical that the hardware virtually disappears. Over the last 10 years, we've reimagined or invented numerous technologies to create just that experience. The first iPhone changed how we interact with technology by introducing multi-touch. For the first time, you were actually touching the software instead of buttons. It was magical.
Yep, it was magical.
The App Store changed the way we
work,
play, learn, communicate, spawning new companies and new industries along the way. We took the viewing experience to places literally never seen before
Retina.
with technologies like the Retina display.
I remember that. That was a big deal.
Changed the way people communicate.
And then FaceTime.
Features like iMessage and FaceTime.
That was one of Steve Jobs' famous One More Things.
And with
Siri.
We used artificial intelligence to make our voices more powerful. iPhone even revolutionized security and privacy with Touch ID and our wallets with Apple Pay.
Touch ID.
And of course, iPhone put amazing, easy-to-use cameras into our hands.
Which I guess is going to be changing to Face ID here in a bit. To be honest, I've been using Touch ID for... I mean, especially recently, it's become kind of clear to me that... Maybe the way it's just Apple's sensors or something, but Touch ID is just really like... I don't know. If there's any moisture on my fingers, then Touch ID won't work. But anyway, here we go. We're getting to it.
We have huge iPhone news for you today. And it gets started right now.
Yay. What's it gonna be? I need my pictures ready. Wait, I want to turn off this light. Oh, sorry, I touched the microphone. What's that? That's the iPhone 8, it looks like. Just the regular iPhone 8. And I want to see the color. 8. Yeah, they're calling it the iPhone 8. Interesting.
iPhone 8. This is a huge step forward for iPhone. And to tell you all about it, I'd like to invite Phil to the stage. Phil?
Thank you, Tim.
What's the story here?
Good morning, everyone. I am so excited to tell you all about the new iPhone 8 and the new iPhone 8
So I wonder if
Plus. These are a
the
new generation of
iPhone X is gonna be like a sneak peek here. I don't know.
The design is all new.
And that color
There's
looks.
glass in both the front
Oh, it's
and the
full
back.
glass.
The aluminum band beautifully
Whoa.
matches the finish of each iPhone 8. It comes in silver,
Silver.
space gray, and a beautiful new gold finish.
Yeah, I kind of like that gold actually. It looks really pretty.
It's made from an aerospace grade 7000 series custom aluminum alloy. The glass has a 7-layer color process, making sure there's a beautiful, precise hue. And the glass is further reinforced by an internal laser-welded steel and copper structure. We're so excited because this glass is the most durable ever in a smartphone.
Okay, that's good. I like durable glass.
And 8 Plus is also microscopically sealed for water and dust resistance.
Okay.
And they have a new Retina HD display.
A new Retina 8? How does that work?
4.7-inch Retina display in iPhone 8 and a 5.5-inch in iPhone 8 Plus. Now, Apple Retina displays are renowned for their incredible color accuracy, and they have great wide cinema quality color gamut. We've built in our 3D touch technology into the display, and for the first time in an iPhone display, it is our True Tone technology.
Okay, we got
Now,
True Tone
it
in the
adapts
iPhone 8.
color, temperature, and intensity to the ambient light around us. Along with the displays, iPhone 8 and 8 Plus have new stereo speakers as well. They're 25% louder than the speakers in iPhone 7, and they have a deeper bass.
Deeper bass.
And this is pretty incredible. Inside iPhone 8 and 8 Plus is a brand new chip, and this is a breakthrough
A11.
performance in a mobile device. We call it A11 Bionic.
A11 Bionic.
This is the most powerful and smartest chip ever in a smartphone. It's a 64-bit design, 4.3 billion transistors, 6-core. We're going to geek out here for a bit because it is so awesome. It has 2 high-performance cores. They're 25% faster than the high-performance cores in the previous industry-leading A10 chip. There's 4 high-efficiency cores. They're up to 70% faster than the ones in the A10 chip. They're managed by our 2nd-generation performance controller that now can use all 6 cores at once. It can deliver up to 70% improvement in multi-threaded workloads. And they have our first ever Apple design graphics processing unit, or GPU. This is a 3-core design. It's 30% faster than the graphics in the previous A10. The GPU is designed to accelerate 3D apps and games.
Designed for 3D games and Meadow 2.
Framework. And the GPU also is incredible for
Machine learning
apps. And those kind of tasks get a big speed up if they use our core machine learning framework too. There's more to it. The A11 Bionic includes our first new generation image signal processor, or ISP.
Wow, so that's,
So you know
I don't know, that's crazy. So we went from like a all glass, somewhat all glass, like a front and back glass iPhone. And then we went back to aluminum. Well, and then we went from an all glass front and back to like a half, a quarter glass, and then aluminum, and then to all aluminum, and now we're going back to all glass.
Love taking photos, and customers send us their photos for our Shot on iPhone campaign. Like this one. This was sent from Jeremy Perez Cruz. He shot it with an iPhone 7 Plus. And people are going to love taking pictures with the iPhone 8 camera. There's an all-new 12-megapixel sensor. It's larger and faster.
How much was the iPhone 7?
It provides 83% more light, and it provides more. It's more power efficient at the same time. It has deeper pixels.
Deeper
And a
pixels.
new color filter. So this adds up to having better color saturation, a wider dynamic range of color, and lower noise in your photos and videos. iPhone 8 Plus has 2 new sensors in its dual camera. The wide-angle camera has an f1.8
Yeah.
aperture and optical image stabilization.
The
telephoto
iPhone 7
camera
was
has
12
f2.8
megapixels.
aperture. So as always, we want
So
to
they're
show you
not
the kind of photos you can take
upgrading
off
the
of our new
aperture?
cameras. Now, these are
Or I mean
photos
the
I'm going to show that have
pixels?
not been retouched in any way. They're straight off the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. So here's the first one. This is absolutely beautiful.
It doesn't
Jump
seem like
buildings and
they're
bridges,
upgrading
this
the
is taken
cameras
in
very much
Portugal.
here,
It shows the
which
beauty of
worries
wide
me.
color gamut. There's great dynamic range, sharpness, and incredibly low noise. Just look at that blue sky. Here's another example. It shows incredible wide quality color again. Just look at the skin tones and the detail in the hair and the eyes. If you look closely in her eyes, you can actually see the photographer reflected there holding an iPhone to take the picture. Here's a great example of the amazing textures and depth in photography. You can really feel the fabric, and you can see details in her face behind the fabric. Here's a great example of low light photography. Texture, detail, and very subtle colors in this darker environment. Last year we introduced portrait mode. iPhone 8 takes fantastic portrait modes. And people flip over taking these photos, and now with the iPhone 8
So that's
Plus,
crazy that they're
sharper
going
details,
from
more
iPhone
uses
7
in
to
low
iPhone
light,
8.
and even a more natural bokeh in the background of the photos. So this was a big hit. We had a surprise new feature last year, portrait mode. We brought it out in beta, and it just got better and better over time, and customers send us photos. They love this. So we challenged the engineering team to do that again, to make it easy for all of us to take advantage of an advanced photographic technique. And they're doing it. And it has to do with lighting. Now,
Lighting.
If you've ever had a professional portrait taken, you know that pro photographers use advanced equipment and have a great understanding of advanced techniques to literally sculpt.
Are they
the
gonna
light on your
change?
face
Are they gonna
make it
talk about
look
Flash
beautiful
here
in
or
a
something?
photograph. Our team is making this possible for all of us. Using the new dual cameras and the A11 Bionic chip and the iPhone 8 Plus, the team has come up with a new feature called portrait lighting.
Portrait
This is
lighting.
beta, but it will ship with the iPhone 8 Plus. And here's how it works. You compose a photo in the camera app using the portrait mode.
Okay.
Dual cameras in the ISP sense the scene. They create a depth map. They separate the subject from the background.
Yeah.
And then using machine learning, it
Depth
creates
perception.
facial landmarks and actually changes the lighting of the contours over your face. And that happens while you're composing the shot. It's super easy to use. Right when you're in the camera app, you use portrait mode, and there's a new menu to select the lighting effect you want to use.
Interesting,
You just swipe
I
to
guess.
pick a different effect for whatever you want to shoot.
It's almost like a beauty
And
filter.
These aren't filters. This is
Oh,
real-time
these aren't filters.
analysis of the light on your subject's face. In fact, you can go in later, after you shot a portrait mode photo, into the Photos app and change the lighting effect to select which one you want to use on your photograph.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, this one, right? The stage light, I think it was called.
And the team has done an unbelievable job on this. And so here's an example of a photo that's taken, not touched in any way.
Wow.
This is portrait mode using portrait lighting. It's actually using the setting in portrait lighting for stage light, so it drops
So that's
into the
in-
background to make this stunning, dramatic photograph.
Yeah, so it takes out the
So
background.
iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are incredible for taking pictures.
That's
They're
crazy.
also amazing for video as well. In fact, iPhone 8 has the highest quality video capture ever in a smartphone. Along with the ISP, we have an Apple-designed video encoder. This enables faster frame rates and higher quality video. It does real-time image and motion analysis to predict changes in the content and optimize the video encoding algorithms. So while you're shooting video, let's say 4K 60 frames a second, the iPhone 8 divides each frame into individual tiles, 2 million of them. And we analyze the 2 million tiles every second, looking for details like texture and edges to predict whether that tile has grass, sky, water, or movement in it. So let's say you're shooting 4K 60 frame of video.
4K,
Like this. It's
60
beautifully
frame.
optimized for quality and for compression level. And this video was shot on an iPhone in 4K. It's amazing. And if you're one of the many people who love shooting slow-mo videos, that's gotten a lot better too. Now you can
1080p
shoot
at 240.
1080p HD, 240 frames a second.
Which, just for comparison, I think the Samsung, the S8 does
So now,
720
iPhone 8 is
at
incredible
240.
for shooting photos. It's incredible for video. There's a third category of use of the camera that's going to become increasingly important in our mobile devices, and that's augmented reality.
Yeah, so augmented reality.
This is an incredible area for us to advance in. And our teams have worked together, hardware and software, to make iPhone the first iPhone really created for augmented reality, and the first smartphone designed for it as well.
So I wonder if because of the all glass, it's gonna end up, we're gonna have like a case like the Jet Black where there's just gonna be smudge marks and scratches and everything. I hope not.
New accelerometers, and ARKit software is tightly tuned to all this hardware to deliver the best experience for motion tracking. And AR greatly benefits from the new A11 Bionic chip. The CPU handles world tracking. The new Apple GPU renders immersive graphics at up to 60 frames a second. The new ISP does real-time lighting estimation. And this stuff is amazing that it happens.
Hey,
in
the
devices
Gamers
in all of
Loft.
our hands.
Welcome to
So I
the
wanna show
live
you some of
stream.
the work that developers are starting to do with AR apps on iPhone 8. So here's one example. It's a game, Warhammer 40K Freeblade from Pixel Toys. You can now use their photo mode to bring the Freeblade Knight into the real world and play it.
I mean,
right where your friends are
AR,
sitting
like
around.
AR, I think AR could be used for things other
Here's
than
another,
games. Yeah, like
Major League Baseball's advanced media team. They're enhancing the
I'm not too
app
interested in
with
AR for
so
the
that when you're
purpose
at the
of
game, you can hold up your iPhone and see real-time
video
player
game.
information and
What did I
stats
say? I'm
on
not
top of the game
interested
you're
in
watching.
AR for the purpose of games, you know.
And here's Sky Guy from Fifth Star Labs. You can use ARKit with this app to actually
Like,
see
yeah,
the
I like this,
the
like
map on
utility
top of the
type of stuff
sky as
rather
you're
than
looking at it around you. This isn't some generic sky. This is the sky around you.
like AR. I feel like AR video games, like Nintendo did that with the 3DS
So now we
originally,
want to show you
and
an exciting AR app right here live on stage playing
Yeah.
on an iPhone 8. It's from Directive Games. This is a new startup based in Shanghai. It's founded by developers who have worked on some of the biggest franchises in
we are just watching the Apple
Please
event
welcome
here.
Atlee Mar, CEO and co-founder of Directive Games. Atlee?
Atlee,
Thanks, Phil.
are you streaming Nintendo Direct? I will be streaming Nintendo Direct
Earlier
tomorrow
this month,
morning,
with the
or
introduction
what
of
time?
ARKit,
No, tomorrow
Apple changed gaming
afternoon-ish.
What we're about to show you is one of the world's first competitive multiplayer games designed to be played entirely in augmented reality. This is The Machines.
I'm excited for the Nintendo Direct
In the
too.
game,
We got a
players
lot of
battle
cool
their
stuff
friends
happening this week.
in real time, either online or around the table in the same room. My friend and co-founder Andrea is preparing a match for us where we play the rebels against the dominators. What's really cool is with ARKit and Metal 2 on the new iPhone, we are able to experience games in an entirely new way. Since players are able to view the game from any angle, our content has to be incredibly detailed. With the power of the new iPhone and Unreal
Wow.
support for Metal 2, we are able to
Their
render
live
the
streams
entire
have gotten
level
a
on
lot higher quality,
an
I feel
amazing
like.
1.2
Did
million
you see that depth of field right there?
Also, allowing you to move in close to really appreciate the high visual fidelity. And just look at those 4K textures. It's gorgeous. Now, shall we go into the game? AR allows us to use
I think
our
maybe this
position
time
in the real
around
world.
in the
The game
recorded
actually
stream I'll
happens.
put like a
Just look how Andrea is
I'll
moving
put like
towards his cave,
almost like a
lining up
table
his targets.
of contents
This
type
is
of thing
something
in
that
the
would have been hard to
in
do
the
with
description
show.
with time codes.
It's like you're not just controlling the game, you're in the game. Right?
That way if
Another
people want to see a
awesome
certain
addition to the
thing
experience
in
is
my live
spatial
stream,
audio.
they can just click
If
the
you go
time
close
code
to the
and
action,
it'll take them
the
there.
sound increases.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm
And if a solid object gets between you
I'm
and
not
the
too
action,
interested in this
the
demo.
sound is occluded perfectly.
I don't know.
And with the stereo speakers on the new iPhone, this is truly amazing. It looks like we're getting hit pretty hard.
Like I can't imagine doing something like that in public,
Yes.
you know.
Deploy a shield to protect our heroes. Now let's rain fire on our enemies, move closer to their base, and get ready for the fatal blow with our super weapon.
Oh, the drop chip is there. Can you take it out at the same time?
This is meh.
What you just saw
I mean, I think
is an
it's
amazing
interesting
revolution in how
that
games are played and experienced, thanks to the combination of ARKit and Metal 2.
it's
on the
interesting
brand new
how
Hermes. We can't wait for you to play it. Look for the machines on the App Store
AR work, how far AR has come.
Thank you, Atlee. Now, let's talk about wireless.
Wireless.
We once said that the future is wireless. And boy, were we right. And that's becoming more true than ever before with iPhone 8. It supports LTE.
We're completely getting rid of every single one of the ports.
5.0 for the latest accessories.
No.
Of course, it supports
new AirPods, I think.
AirPods
New
and
AirPods.
the Beats X headphones that use our W1 chip, and the new Beats Studio 3s as well. And now with iPhone 8, with its glass back, we're enabling the freedom of wireless charging.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, this is a simple thing. We do this every day. We use our phones in the day and we charge them at night.
Well, I think it was pretty much like leaked or whatever, predicted that the iPhone 8 would have wireless charging. I think there was some confusion, like if Apple was going to get it out in time, though.
You're going to want to do this by your bedside. You're going to want to do this in a cafe or restaurant as they start to support wireless charging.
Okay.
You want to do it in an airport so you can top up your charge before you get on the next flight.
And I know Samsung has done this for a while. I mean,
in your car. You can get into your car, wirelessly connect, and start using CarPlay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Put your iPhone
that's
on
what
the
I
center
predicted.
console, and it's charging all without ever having to plug in a cable.
Wireless charger in the car.
What makes this possible is we're building to iPhone 8 and 8 Plus wireless charging with Qi. Now, Qi is the leading openness wireless charging standard.
So that's why they made it a glass backing. That's interesting, actually.
We're creating new use cases for it. Many restaurants, shops, airports, cars have started to build in support for Qi wireless charging, and they'll work with iPhone 8. Many companies are offering Qi chargers, and those that are Qi certified should all work with iPhone 8. And we've worked with some developers who are creating Qi chargers, and we're going to offer them in our stores and online for our iPhone 8 customers, like this one from Mophie, and this one from Belkin. So that's iPhone 8. It's a new generation of iPhone. It improves on everything we love about iPhone. It is packed with innovative technologies, from the glass and aluminum design to the Retina HD displays, the new A11 Bionic chip. They're designed for AR apps like no phone has been before. They have new single and dual
fast charge capable.
Support for the brand new photo lighting effects in portrait mode, and wireless charging. Now, iPhone 7 came in these three configurations, starting at 32 gigabytes. We're really happy to tell you iPhone 8 is going to start with twice the capacity at 64 gigabytes, and have a second one at 256 gigabytes.
They're maxing out at 256.
And the price will be $699.
Well, that's crazy.
iPhone 8 Plus will have the same two configurations, 64 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes.
That's weird, actually.
Starting at $799. We'll be able to pre-order them starting this Friday on September 15th.
And then launching next week?
A week later.
Yeah, so they're launching 3 different products on the same day.
We can all upgrade to iOS 11
Yay!
Starting on September 19th.
iOS 11, September 19th.
I'd like to turn it back to Tim.
What time is it? We still got some time left. I kind of have to pee, but I want to watch this. What do I do?
iPhone 8, a new generation of iPhone, and a huge step forward.
Okay, here's the deal.
We're not stopping there.
Okay, wait, I want to be on screen for this part at least. Whoa.
One more thing.
One more thing. I'm freaking out right now. Let's do this.
We have
I can hold in my
respect
pee.
for these words, and we don't use them lightly. Our teams have been hard at work for years on something that is important to all of us, the future of the smartphone. The first iPhone revolutionized a decade of technology and changed the world in the process. Now,
too much for
10
my
years
wallet.
later, it is only fitting that we are here in this place on this day to reveal a product that will set
getting
the path
goosebumps.
for technology for the next decade.
I'm gonna post to Instagram. Alright, this is what I came for. I wanna see it. There's the vertical cameras. Holy moly. So there's the white. Oh, there's the screen. X, iPhone X. I knew it. I freaking called it too. Give me that iPhone X. Oh man, I'm hyping.
This is iPhone 10.
Or are they calling it
It is
iPhone
the
10?
biggest leap forward since the original iPhone. And to tell you all about it, I'd like to invite Phil back up. Phil?
iPhone 10.
Thank you, Tim.
I've been calling it iPhone X all this time, but I mean, it's Roman numeral 10, whatever.
Much sleep last night preparing for this. This is so.
When's it gonna launch? That's what I want to know.
It is beautiful to look at. It is incredible to hold. The
I gotta.
display fits edge to edge, top to bottom.
I'm trying to post to my Instagram about this.
Tight curve of the design. It has glass on both the front and the back, using the same super strong formula as iPhone 8. The band is made from a surgical grade stainless steel.
Stainless steel.
Polishes to a beautiful finish. And look how the glass and the stainless steel form a continuous surface from front to back. There has never been anything like it. It's engineered to be water and dust resistant at a microscopic level. Comes in two beautiful finishes, space gray and
silver.
Each has an incredible
Oh no,
depth
gold.
and essence to the
It does look pretty.
iPhone 10 has an all-new
Oh wow,
display.
so no gold at all. Everybody was calling it.
Super Retina display.
Super Retina. What does that even mean?
The level of quality and responsiveness and efficiency is really quite a breakthrough in mobile displays. To start with, the Super Retina display is 5.8 inches on the diagonal.
5.8 inches.
It's got 2436 by 1125 resolution. That's over 2.7 million pixels. There's 458
PPI. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at the UI, the user interface.
It's remarkable how this larger display can be packed into a phone that fits so comfortably in our hands. The Super Retina display uses OLED technology. This is the first OLED display.
OLED. It's OLED. I'm freaking out right now.
Had great benefits, like high contrast and resolution, and no backlight means you can make them thinner. But they came with trade-offs in brightness and rich colors and color accuracy, at least compared to our Retina display.
Oh, I thought they were saying like their display came with trade-offs. I was gonna be like, what? No.
And lives up to all that we expect from an iPhone display. In addition, the new Super Retina display supports HDR in both the Dolby Vision and HDR10 formats. It has an incredible 1,000,000 to 1 contrast ratio. It has the best color accuracy. It integrates our unique 3D touch technology right into the display. And like iPhone 8, it includes True Tone. Now, all this innovative Super Retina display technology is great, but it's the
It is
point of
great.
it that matters.
You're right,
The
Phil
point of it is
Schiller.
to enable an entirely new experience that's more fluid, more intuitive. So let's start with the simplest thing. How do you wake up your iPhone 10?
Yeah, how do you wake up your
Ways
iPhone
to
10?
wake just like before, but now you can also just tap on the screen and it wakes up.
Okay.
Now, with the display going edge to edge and top to bottom, there's no more home button.
Yeah, no more
This
home
is an
button.
important part and a big step forward in the iPhone user experience. Something we use hundreds of times a day for so many tasks is an opportunity to rethink how iPhone should work and how we can make it better. So now, when you want to go to the home screen, you simply swipe up from the bottom, and you go home.
Swipe up
It's
from the
that
bottom.
simple. It's that easy. It's incredibly smooth. And once you do it for the first time, you'll know there's never been a better way. And it works the same way across the system. You're running an app like Mail, and you want to go
So yeah,
home,
they're using swipe gestures instead of physical buttons.
and you go home.
Interesting.
And that intuitive. So much nicer. Now, the same fluid gesture also works for multitasking. So if you're in an app and you want to multitask, you just swipe up from the bottom, you pause for a split second, and you're in multitasking. And there you can tap on any app and jump right to it. We also use the home button for Siri. So how are we going to do that now? Well, of course,
Yeah, how are we going to do that
you
now?
just speak to your phone as before and say, "Hey Siri." No, I didn't set anyone's phones off. Or you can now press the side button in, which has been made larger. Once you press it in, you can just talk to Siri.
So the side button is larger.
I know what you're thinking about. Well, what about unlocking? How do you unlock your phone with iPhone 10? I mean, this has been
Face
a very
ID.
important part of the iPhone user experience from the very beginning. The first iPhone, we led the way with multi-touch, and we created slide to unlock.
Jesus Christ, that feels like forever ago
When
now.
you didn't want it to, like in your pocket.
No, it actually feels like just yesterday we were
Starting
using
with
that one.
iPhone 5S,
Slide to
we
unlock.
invented Touch ID. Made it fast and easy to protect all your data and unlock your phone.
I remember
just
those were
one
petty
Touch ID
days.
became the gold standard in consumer device biometric protection. But we know we can do something that's better. The iPhone 10,
Face ID.
your iPhone is locked until you look at it and it recognizes you.
Yep.
Nothing has ever been simpler. More
I just want to know when this thing is. What's the release date here?
Face ID.
Face ID. Guys, if you can't tell, I am hyped right now.
Is the future of how we will unlock our smartphones and protect our sensitive information. To make Face ID possible, it took some of the most advanced technology we have ever created. And much of it is packed right up here into this tiny little area at the top of the display. We call this the True Depth Camera System.
True Depth Camera System.
And it is made up of incredible state-of-the-art technology. There's an infrared camera, a flood illuminator, the front side camera, and
So there's two cameras here.
and
Or
that's not all. There's also the proximity sensor, the ambient light sensor, the speaker and microphone, all packed into this True Depth Camera System area. It is amazing.
interesting.
And here's how it works. Every time you glance at your iPhone 10, it detects your face with the flood illuminator, even in the dark. The IR camera takes an IR image.
Yeah.
The dot projector projects out over 30,000 invisible IR dots.
So I'm gonna have dots on my face.
We use the IR image
It looks like when they do mocap and you have to put all the dots on your face.
model of your face. And then we check that mathematical model against the one that we've stored that you set up earlier to see if it's a match and unlock your phone. Now, this all happens in real time. It all happens invisibly. You don't see these things going off.
How fast does it work?
It all works. It all happens. To create Face ID, we worked with thousands of people around the world, and the team took over 1 billion images. And with that, they developed multiple neural networks to create Face ID. And to process the machine learning in Face ID's neural
When I imagine
networks,
it's like impossible to
Apple's
actually
first
get
ever neural engine.
right.
Yeah, this is a big deal. In our pockets, in our phones, is an A11 bionic
I imagine
chip
it's
with a built-in
really
neural
like it's
engine
almost impossible to
process
get
face recognition.
a good variety of face mapping to
Now, the
be able
neural
to
engine
accommodate
is
everybody's
specialized
faces.
hardware built for
Everybody has a
specific
different
sets
face.
of machine learning algorithms. This is another example of the incredible collaboration between the hardware and software teams that's only possible at Apple. The neural engine is a state-of-the-art ultra-fast processing system. It uses our highest density computing ever. It's a dual-core design. It can perform over 600 billion operations per second, and it's used to the real-time processing of Face ID recognition. But for all of us, it's just super easy and fun to use. When you set up Face ID, you just follow the on-screen instructions, and it tells you how to move your head around in the camera so Face ID can recognize your face. And that's it. You do that once when you set it up. And Face ID learns.
Oh, there's the status bar.
Change your hairstyle.
Even if you change your hairstyle.
You decide to put on glasses.
Good.
You're wearing a hat, so you do it up any way you do it. Face ID learns your face. It learns who you are. And it adapts to you as your face changes over time. Let's say you start to grow a beard. It works in day, it works at night. And the teams work hard.
I feel like there shouldn't.
Make sure the Face ID can easily be spoofed by things like photographs.
Yeah. Okay, that's good too.
They've even gone and worked with professional mask makers and makeup artists in Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
To protect against these attempts to beat Face ID. These are actual masks used by the engineering team to train the neural networks to protect against them.
That's funny.
ID. It's incredible. The teams worked hard to protect your face data. Yes.
Good. I don't want anybody else to see my ugly face.
Your face data is protected with the secure enclave and the A11 Bionic chip. All the processing is done on iPhone 10 and not sent to a server. We require user attention to unlock. That means if your eyes are closed, you're looking away, it's not going to unlock.
Oh, that's
Now,
interesting.
how do we compare that to Touch ID?
Yeah.
How secure is it?
How secure is
There's
it?
no perfect system, not even biometric ones. But as we said earlier, Touch ID is the gold standard for consumer device biometric protection. And the data for Touch ID has been 1 in 50,000, meaning that the chance that a random person could use their fingerprint to unlock your iPhone has been about 1 in 50,000, and it's been great. So what are the similar
It's still crazy that there is even a chance that somebody else can use their fingerprint for your
1 in a million.
1 in a million. Yeah, so that's I mean just as like on a statistical level. Like it's interesting that there is even a chance that that can happen.
The statistics are lower if that person shares a close genetic relationship with you. So for example, if you happen to have an evil twin, you really need to protect your passcode with your sensitive data with a passcode. Hopefully you don't. Face ID also works with Apple Pay.
Face ID works with Apple Pay.
So
All right.
to pay for things, you just double tap the button on the side. You look at iPhone 10 to authenticate and hold it near the payment terminal to pay.
So you do have to look. You have to like hold it up to.
Intuitive, simple.
Because I know there were.
Face ID also works with third-party apps. Third-party apps already support Touch ID.
There were some like rumors saying that you could hold it on like lay it flat and it'll still detect your face, but it looks like you have to actually hold it up so it's facing you.
So Face ID, it's face authentication for unlocking your iPhone and protecting your sensitive data. It uses the innovative true-depth camera system. It's trained with neural networks. It's easy to set up. It learns your face, and it adapts to your face over time. It's aware of your attention. It works with Apple Pay, and it works with third-party apps. This true-depth camera system is incredible technology, and it's going to enable so many great new user experiences. The first one, of course, is Face ID. But the team decided to create another great experience with it as well. This is a fun one. It has to do with
oh, okay.
emojis.
Yeah, this is what got leaked.
To express emotion, but of course you can't customize emojis. They only have a limited amount of expressiveness to them. So our team created something called
Animoji.
Animoji.
Yeah.
These are animated emojis. These are emojis that you control with your face.
Yeah, this is what got leaked
Animojis
just a few days ago.
50 facial muscle movements. They've been meticulously animated to create amazing expressiveness.
I think this would be fun to do for like one day, and then we'll see how it is after that. I think it's cute. I mean, and it's also actually pretty cool. How is it?
A little late. Where are you?
Oh.
You can pick from a dozen different animated emojis to share and express whatever you want to express to your family and friends.
And can you imagine doing that in public? That's like my main sort of.
So iPhone 10 is packed with innovative technologies that enable new user experiences. I'm really excited to invite out Craig Federici to show you iPhone 10 and what it's like to use it for the very first time. Craig?
Craig. It's Craig Fettuccine.
I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to give all of you your first live look at iPhone 10. This is a phone we've been dreaming about for a long time, but the reality of it in your hand, it's really something epic. So let's take a look.
Let's see it. We get to see.
iPhone 10. Now, unlocking it is as easy as looking at it and swiping up. And, you know, let's try that again.
Uh-oh.
Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to backup here and get right in. So here we are, and you see this expansive display. It's just a beautiful canvas for all of your content.
That must be
and your
really
gestures.
stressful right there.
And I'm just going to go into the weather app here, and you can just see how apps look when they take advantage of the edge-to-edge display. Now, exiting an app couldn't be easier. You just swipe from the bottom, just like this, and throw the app right back on the home screen. Let me do that again. Just swipe right up. Let's take a look at the web. It just looks unbelievable. Edge to edge.
The cutout still kind of like bothers me a bit.
Of course, are just gorgeous as well.
Like the cutout display.
Just amazing. Now, video, of course, is
Yeah, how does video look?
on the Super Retina display. It looks great in portrait.
What's landscape gonna look like?
In landscape.
So it stretches it, which is I'm not too happy with.
Just incredible looking. Now, Phil told you a little bit about multitasking on the device. Let me show you. I'm just going to jump into Maps. If I want to move between my applications, I can just swipe up and stop, and my other apps all come in.
Good thing they have backup devices. They had a little hiccup with Face ID there.
Easy. And we have a great shortcut as well. You can actually move back between apps just by swiping along the bottom like this.
Interesting.
Really easy. Now, you may be wondering about Control Center, and worry not. Right where your status indicators are in the upper right-hand corner,
Yeah.
you can just swipe down and get at Control Center from anywhere.
Well, that's kind of counterintuitive.
Now let's take a look again.
I mean, it's fine, but
because unlocking your phone is just amazingly intuitive. You just raise it, look at it, and swipe right up.
so you do have to raise it. So the people saying that you did it, you could lay it flat were
But now it's also
lying.
incredibly fast. So I'm just going to do that again. I just raise it, look at it, swipe. I don't have to wait. And it's also really, really smart. So let's say I wake
It is
my
pretty
phone
fast from what it
and
looks
I'm
like.
not looking at it. It stays locked. But once I give it my attention, well, it unlocks and I can get right in. It's really cool. Now, Face ID is also great for Apple Pay. So if I'm at the register, I can just double click on the side button. I'm authenticated and I can get in just like that. Now, the true
What about cameras? I want to see
behind
cameras.
Face ID isn't just about authentication. In fact, we've extended ARKit with some incredible new face tracking capabilities that provide a whole new class of augmented reality experiences. Now, we've been working on one with Snapchat, and I'd like to show it to you now.
I hate Snapchat.
I'm going to launch in. You see it builds a mesh of my face, and now I can just select a mask.
Wow, so that looks really good
Tracking is just unreal.
for AR.
Let's check out this one. Now look at the detail over the eyes, the incredible
So
metallic
that's really
reflection,
impressive, actually.
the quality of the tracking, it's just stunning.
That looks really impressive.
Now, of course, many of us like to communicate with emoji. And with Animoji, we can now breathe our own personality into our favorites. It's available as an app right inside of Messages. So I can just go right in here, and it immediately starts tracking me. So I can make whatever expression I want, and just pick that up and use it as a sticker, drop it on my message like that. We also let you manipulate these in full screen. You can audition your favorites, and there's some really great ones, like the kitty cat. So expressive and ferocious. It's a happy puppy. Check out the physics in the ears. The pig. We've got a chicken.
Freaking Craig.
The unicorn.
I feel like he's the
Mythical
most.
creature, favorite of the startup.
He's the most like. He's the most expressive person at Apple. At least for their like stage shows.
What humanity would do when given access to the most advanced facial tracking technology available, you now have your answer. Now, these can be so much fun, you're going to want to share them. Unfortunately, we let you record messages. I'm going to record a message here for Tim. Hey, Tim, I'm not sure what the protocol is here, but I'd like to call dibs on the fox for my favorite emoji. Which one do you like? Hey, Tim, I'm not sure what the protocol is here, but I'd like to call dibs on the fox for my favorite emoji. Which one do you like? Now, you can send it with just a tap, and it appears as a looping video right inside the transcript. We're really lucky for our grand finale.
Hello,
We might just get a
Ismael.
response back from Tim.
I really have to
There it
pee
is.
right now,
Let's take a
but I
look.
want to watch this. That's
Take me to your leader. Wait a minute, Craig. I am your leader. Let's wrap
Okay,
this
wait.
thing up.
okay. Are they gonna? I really have to pee right now. I'm gonna pee real quick. I'm gonna be watching it on my phone though. Be right back. Wait, I need to load the stream first before I go pee.
Amazing experience with the True Depth camera and Animoji. I think you're gonna love it. Thank you very much.
I am about to pee my pants.
Thank you, Craig. Now let's talk about the amazing.
Okay, I got it on my phone. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
iPhone 10 has dual 12 megapixel sensors, dual cameras, both a faster sensors, wider sensors, just like in iPhone 8. There's new color filters, new deeper pixels. There's an f1.8 aperture on the wide-angle camera, and a faster f2.4 aperture on the telephoto. So that lets in 36% more light to the telephoto camera. But the big news on the camera on the iPhone 10 is it has dual optical image stabilization. That means there's OIS on both the wide angle and the telephoto lens. That's a lot of magnets moving around in a very small space, but it helps with compensating for handshake and to take better photos and videos in low light. There's also a better quad LED two-tone flash that has twice the uniformity of light on our subjects. So let's look at some photos taken from the backside camera on iPhone 10. This is absolutely beautiful. Great dynamic range, detail, low noise. This is a beautiful photo. The textures are simply stunning. Now there's zero shutter lag, and that helps to freeze motion so we can get a photo like this. Look at that blue sky with low noise. It's absolutely to die for. The OIS delivers low light performance, so now you can get incredible low light images like this with the telephoto camera as well as the wide angle. And iPhone 10 is fantastic for the portrait mode feature that we all love. In iPhone 10, you can get great portrait modes, especially in lower light. And iPhone 10 supports the brand new portrait lighting feature as well. That's, again, a photo taken right off of iPhone 10, not retouched in any way, with a stage lighting effect dropping out the background. iPhone 10 is great for photos. It's amazing for 4K video. And like iPhone 8, it's tuned for AR applications. There's factory calibrated cameras, the new gyroscope, an accelerometer, the performance advantages of the A11 Bionic chips, CPU, GPU, and ISP. And ARKit is tuned for iPhone 10. Now the backside camera that we use so much is not the only camera, of course, on the iPhone. We have our front side camera as well, and people love to use those for taking selfie photographs. And now with iPhone 10 and its true depth camera, it really delivers a breakthrough in the photos you can take for selfies. Because now with selfies, you can take portrait mode photos as well. And it also supports portrait lighting, all through the front side true depth camera. I mean, people are going to be blown away with the selfies you can take with the iPhone 10. This is absolutely beautiful. Of course, everything we've seen is powered in iPhone 10 by the amazing new A11 Bionic chip. We talked all about an iPhone 8.
Sorry, I needed a pee break. But Okay, so I was watching it while I was in the bathroom.
6-core design, 4.3 billion transistors, 2 high-performance.
Okay, so first off,
our new second-generation performance
yeah,
controller.
dual OIS, which is crazy.
Design, graphics processing unit, the brand new ISP,
there was the portrait mode selfies because there's 2 cameras in the front, so it'll be able to it'll have depth perception,
neural engine, and of course the secure enclave to protect.
Which is something that I kind of predicted, and it's crazy that it's happening here.
Hit to battery life. So I think it's important to tell you that we've increased it. It lasts
2 hours more than iPhone 7.
Yes. Again, hardware and software teams work really hard to deliver 2 more hours of all-day battery life to us. So, wireless.
Wireless.
Like iPhone 8,
wireless
iPhone
charging.
10 is also built for a wireless world. It has Qi charging.
Cool.
Back, and it will work with the Qi charging devices, like the ones that we mentioned earlier from Mophie and Belkin. It'll also work with third-party Qi devices that are Qi certified. And there are a lot of great devices that are going to come to market.
So I wonder if Apple is going to make a first-party one.
But we also think we can make the wireless charging experience even better.
Okay.
If our team wants to create something, I think all of us are going to want to use, and it might actually help move the entire industry forward. So we're going to give you a sneak peek of this idea right now. I'm sure many of you do this. I do this. I have a lot of Apple products. I love them. I use them all day long.
What is this going to be?
At night. You plug in your cables. You plug in your chargers. You take those cables and chargers with you on the road when you travel. We think we have an idea of how to make this a better experience. And here it is. It's a map.
Nice.
That you place your iPhone 8 or iPhone 10 down, and it just starts to charge.
Very nice.
It's a beautiful new interface. It doesn't stop there. You can place your Series 3 Apple Watch down on it.
Yeah.
It starts to charge as well.
Only Series 3? What about my Series 1?
AirPods with the optional new wireless charging case on it, and it starts to charge as well. They all charge.
That's very cool. That is very cool. And I'm not even saying that as an Apple fanboy or whatever. Like, just, that's very cool.
One more efficient charging system. This is not possible with current standards, but our team knows how to do this. We call it Air Power.
Air Power. That's really cool.
That encourages others to create more advanced solutions based on technology like this.
Like, this is the future right here. Honest, like, you just put it down on this little mat and it charges.
Better for everyone. So look for the Air Power charger next year.
Next year.
So that is iPhone 10.
iPhone 10.
The future of the smartphone. It is packed with many innovative features. Huge
also has fast charging. Bluetooth 5.0. Jesus Christ.
Better experience. We're so excited about iPhone 10. We created a beautiful video to tell you all about it.
Here we go. It's gonna be Johnny Ive.
For more than a decade,
yep.
our
God damn.
has been to create an iPhone that is all display. A physical object that disappears into the experience. This is iPhone 10.
So I want to know what the future of the iPhone is going to be now. Like, what are they going to do next? Is it going to be like an iPhone 11 or something? Or an iPhone 8S?
Hard to discern. The custom OLED panel was engineered to fold and seamlessly combine with the external surfaces. Mechanical buttons give way to touch and gestures. There's no home button. A single swipe takes you to the home screen. A more responsive touch system means the gestures in iOS 11 are
This is a beautiful freaking device.
The polished stainless steel band reinforces the water-resistant all-glass design. This new glass formulation, the most durable ever in a smartphone.
They're showing the white a lot, it looks like.
Time, wireless charging. Our new True Depth camera system,
which makes me think I should get the white.
Space uses extraordinary depth sensing technology to let you unlock your phone with a glance. We call this Face ID. It maps the unique geometry of your face with over 30,000 invisible dots. This data is analyzed by the neural engine on the A11 bionic chip, the first of its kind. Your iPhone now recognizes you, even in the dark, and will adapt to your physical changes. This makes your face your secure password. So with just a look, you can authenticate your phone or use Apple Pay. The True Depth camera also enables new experiences, like bringing emojis to life by mapping more than 50 facial muscles in real time, so you can be
Johnny
happy,
Ive.
or sad, or cross. Both the front and rear-facing cameras now have portrait mode.
That is crazy.
For the first time, you can actually define the light in a scene. Based on fundamental photographic principles, portrait lighting produces the effect of real studio.
That's crazy.
On the back, the dual camera system is completely redesigned. It's made even smarter by the A11 bionic chip.
The aperture is still different on both cameras.
The camera detects elements in the scene
And the aperture is
to optimize the
1.8,
image before
but
the photo is even taken. The camera we use every day now delivers
Wii U.
so much more.
Nintendo reference.
And as I
Okay, and then this right here, they took out the status bar, so how are you gonna know what time it is or what your battery percentage is at?
What's possible? This is iPhone 10.
So I wonder, like, what apps are gonna... How are apps gonna incorporate the status bar? Did you see Steve Woz? He was like, these damn kids.
We have arsenic-free display glass, mercury-free displays. They're BFR-free, PVC-free, beryllium-free. They're now made with a low-carbon process for their aluminum design, and they're highly recyclable with their materials. Really proud of that list, so I like to say it every time. iPhone 10 also comes in two configurations, 64
okay.
gigs and 256 gigabytes.
Sure.
It'll be priced from $9.99.
Ouch.
You can order it starting on October 27th. They'll begin to ship on November 3rd. So this is the future of the smartphone shipping this year. So this is
Jesus Christ.
now, every year we say it's a great lineup for the holidays, and it is. But this year is really special. It starts with iPhone SE, iPhone 6S, iPhone 7, the new generation iPhone 8, and the futuristic iPhone 10.
Jesus Christ.
10 years ago, when Steve introduced the
That's like
world,
2 months from now.
he closed with a quote from Wayne Gretzky. It said, "I skate to where the puck is going to be, not where it has been." Steve said that's what Apple does. We skate to where the puck is going to be.
People were saying it was gonna come out late October, but it's coming early November.
Back to you, Tim.
That like genuinely hurt my heart.
iPhone 10, this really is the future.
It is the future.
We've made a great,
It's definitely not the
fun new
past.
ad that I'd love to show
Or the
you.
present. It's definitely not the present because it's not coming out for another like almost 2 months.
That is iPhone 10. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, it is a beautiful device.
So what a morning we've had. Apple Watch Series 3 with cellular, which gives you the freedom to go anywhere you want with or without your iPhone. Apple TV 4K brings the magic of the cinema straight to your living room with incredible 4K and HDR content. iPhone 8, a beautiful glass design, incredible
Oh wait, no,
camera,
it has
wireless
like
charging,
it has
A11 bionic
is it stainless steel or whatever, aluminum or whatever around the
powerful AI
band of the phone.
We think you're going to love it. An iPhone 10, the most advanced iPhone we've ever made. The incredible new design, Face ID, true depth camera system, and more powerful technologies than we've ever put in an iPhone before. It really is the future of the smartphone.
Bless you, whoever sneezed on the stream.
And we began this morning with some inspiring words from Steve. One of the ways that I believe people express their appreciation to the rest of humanity is to make something
Bless you,
wonderful
person in the audience again.
out there. We work really hard at Apple to create wonderful things.
Here, wait.
And we hope you love what we've introduced today.
Let me do a picture-in-picture here.
I think Steve would be really proud of you.
I don't know if they updated the Apple website yet. Not yet, looks like.
I'd like to thank everyone at Apple.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's up yet.
Possible. I'd like everybody in Apple to stand up that are here representing their teams from hardware and software and services. Please stand up.
I'm gonna check the iOS Apple Store app.
Our amazing retail employees.
Oh, it's up on the Apple apps, the Apple Store app.
Everyone that works so hard on this theater and on Apple Park. One of the great things about this theater is an unbelievable hands-on area. It is the most beautiful hands-on area we've ever had by far. And I would encourage all of you to join us there and get your hands on these wonderful products. Thank you so much for spending the morning with us. Thank you.
All right, well, that was the event. All right, let me just check. I'm gonna check 9 to 5 Mac in case I missed anything. Let me close this window. Ouch. Okay, that's all I can say right now. Just let me. Okay, so let's rewind a bit. So first off, we got an iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Well, okay, first off, iOS 11, September 19th, which is in a week. That's cool. iPhone 8. We got an iPhone 8, 8 and 8 Plus. The glass backing. I thought he said full glass, but it's glass backing, so just the back is glass. The band around it is still, I think they use stainless steel or aluminum or something. New gold color, which I don't like. What it looks nice actually. It does actually look pretty nice. I just don't know what color. It almost looks like a rose gold. I don't know if that's what. I don't know if that's what they're calling it. 12 megapixels. I'm just checking on the Apple Store app. It's the iPhone X, iPhone 10. I keep calling it the iPhone X. I feel like it sounds cooler that way, but iPhone 10 and iPhone 8 are up on the Apple Store app. I don't think it's up on the Apple website yet. Oh, there it is. Here we go. So let's just iPhone 8. So we got the glass backing. Space gray, silver, and gold. It almost looked like a rose. I don't know. Anyway. Water, dust resistant, wireless charging. Retina HD, True Tone. So we got a True Tone display. So the most powerful and smartest chip ever in them. So they're offering 64 and 256, which I think is kind of crazy. Well, first off, because everybody was expecting a 512 gigabyte option. Actually, it's funny. My mom went to the AT&T store yesterday, and the guy was saying that there was gonna be a 512 gigabyte. So he was wrong, and I knew it. Anyway, I'm just looking at the configurations. 64 for 700. Jesus Christ. I mean, usually it's a $100. Yeah, usually it's a $100 upgrade, but this is $150. I mean, it would have been fine if they had a 60. If they only had two options. If the second option was, you know, their usual $100 gap from the first option, but this is $150. That's weird. Alright, let's look at the iPhone 10. That's pre-order October 27th and available November 3rd. That's crazy. This is the latest. I think this is the latest an iPhone has ever been released. I feel like, at least in a while. I think some of the older iPhones they used to release in the middle of the year. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. This is really late timing for an iPhone. I'm mainly interested in the pricing. The iPhone 10 is coming. It's like they knew. So let me see this. I actually do kind of like the silver, to be honest. I like the contrast of it. But I do also like the black. Silver or black? I don't know. I certainly have a lot of time to decide. So all right, 64 gigabytes for 1,000. Jesus Christ, and then 256 for 1150. Yeah, so they're charging 150 extra for a 256. It doesn't even come with a wireless charger, which is a shame. It does come with the little dongle, which is good. It is a beautiful device. It's certainly a beautiful device. Definitely. It's just one thing, it's crazy expensive, and then for another thing, it's coming out in November. So it's about $50 a month for 2 years. That's crazy. Alright. I don't know. Alright, anyway guys, I mean that's pretty much it. That was the Apple event. I know they did the watch thing and everything, but I mean my Apple Watch first generation still works fine. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching this little live stream. I will see you guys, depending when you're watching this, I will see you guys on Wednesday, September 13th, 2017, around 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific time for the Nintendo Direct. So, thanks for watching guys. Bye-bye.